So here's what you guys did. Actually, let's split screen that so I can still see my numbers. So if you're using a calculator like Desmos, what's super convenient about it, sorry, I just can't see my numbers. Oh, I deleted my numbers. Okay. Well, that's good to know. It was something like 1280 times 3 point, what was this number? 3.78541. Divided by 30 divided by 24. Which I'm going to do times 24 just to show what's on top, what's on bottom. And this thing I know I have out in front. I'm going to put it up here, but it won't make any difference. Okay, so if you're using a calculator like Desmos, what I like about this is you can see what's on top and see what's on bottom. And you can catch if something's not where you wanted it, like when I divided by 24 the second time, you can catch that and move it to where you want. But let me show you yesterday, I had several students who used a calculator either on their cell phone or on a place like Google, where they said, I'm going to take this, and you can see I still have it in from yesterday, even. I'm going to take the top number times the top number divided by the bottom number times the bottom number. And I had 3 people yesterday give me this answer of over 36,000.
I think when you do that one, what gets tricky is you have to do them like separately, right? So you have to do like 12,000 times 3.7 and then get that answer and then divide it and then divide it again versus putting it in the calculator all at once.
And that's why I was happy when you said divide and then divide again. That is what you need to do.
Okay, it sounds weird when I say it, but in chemistry, like, it took me so long to figure that out.
But that's good. I think chemistry is really the best class for teaching unit conversions because you do it even more there than we ever do here. But just so you know, especially if you're using a cell phone calculator, because cell phone calculators will work like the Google calculator. If you type it in like this, the calculator is reading this, which is throwing us off. So if you were getting something like 36,000, then it just means that it was choosing to multiply using its PEMDAS instead of divide that last term. So the way to get around it, if you're using a Google type calculator, is just to add parentheses, especially to the thing that's in the denominator. Because when I add the parentheses and try again, it gets me the answer that I want. We wanted to bring that up before I turn you loose on your problems. And I will have the answers available for you to check yourself after the due date. But I wanted you to see that before we actually got into it, because it is a simple place to make mistakes when you have more than one calculation. And on homework, the last just over half of them do have more than one calculation. And even then, like seconds into days, I would do more than one calculation on that. Okay, we went over. Thank you for sticking with me. Any day that we go over, if you do have to leave at the end of synchronous time, I'll work with you, that's okay. But sometimes I will go over a little bit as we're doing our lesson. So just a reminder. That's what happens when I don't wait for it to close itself. I do have a fair amount for you to do this week. Answer a discussion question. Just get on and answer it right now. You'll be done. It'll take a minute. Your assignment is due by Friday. And then your video needs to be to me by Saturday. And then I also just have a short survey where you're going to rate your teammates for your video project and those that were in your group before. And I'm going to incorporate the scores you give each other into your final score on your video. This should go fast. This should go fast. The other two will take a little bit of time. Any questions as we close out the day? Okay. I'm going to take roll one more time. When I call your name, you're welcome to log off. Excuse me, Zach Ensign. Okay. Have a good weekend. If you guys have any questions, by the way, send me an email and I'll work with you on any of this. Gabe.
Here.
Tanner.
Here.
Cade is not here. Emily, you came in. Sergio.
Here.
Gage.
Here.
Zach.
Here.
Nalisha. And Connor and Philip we didn't have. Okay. Thank you much.